Hi everyone, so welcome back. We are in the Godot game development tutorial series for beginners and it's the part 3. So in this video we are going to create our own first game scene and make something move in our screen with just few lines of code. And we made the first project in the last video. So the name of the project was first game. So let's get started. First of all, let's click in this first game project and we can just click on the edit and then we go to our project. So it's loading and welcome. So we are in our project and this is the 3D scene. So we are not going to use this 3D scene right now, and let's click on the 2D scene. This is the 2D scene, our scene of our project. So first of all, let's just set up our project quickly. Let's go to the project and then in the project settings. So let's go to the display and in the window. So we had made the viewport width and height to 640 and 300. Let's change it. So if you guys don't know what the viewport is, so viewport is basically the screen size or the screen area that you see while playing your game. So right now our viewport width is 640 and let's change it. So let's make it 720 and the viewport height to, let's set it to 405. Okay, so that's it, and we can just close it. And this is the actual size of our screen. So if you guys see, so let me click in the grid view. So it's you can see the lines here, the green line, and there is some faint pink line, and on the right side you can see blue line here, and in the downwards also you can see the blue line. So this area is our viewport. Okay, now first of all let's manage our project folder. So if you look at this here, the file system tab, we can see the RESS folder. So we are going to make some folders here, so to manage our assets. So let's right click in here and create, and in here click in the folder. So let's make the first folder, that's called ASSETS assets. Click on OK, and next let's make another folder. Right click and make a folder here, and here we are going to make SCENES scenes folder. And next let's again right click and create another folder called scripts, SCRIPTS scripts, and that's it. So we have now got 3 more folders in our RES folder. So RES means resource. So inside here we have assets folder that we are going to put different assets of our game, and in the scenes folder we are going to add the scene files of our game. Every scene files will be inside this scenes folder. Next we make some scripts in our game, and those script files will be inside this scripts folder. And it's time to create a new game scene. So let's make a scene. First of all, if you guys don't know what a scene is a collection of different types of nodes. So what is nodes actually? So nodes are something called the building blocks of our game or the scene. So they make up a scene. So there will be different types of nodes in Godot, and we are going to combine those nodes to make up a scene. So and different scenes make up a game. So that's is one way to understand what a scene and a node is. So nodes are the building block of a scene. Yeah, a scene can contain different types and many nodes, and next different scenes make up a game. So we are going to create a scene here. So to create a scene, we are currently in the scene tab. If you look at here, yeah, and if you click on the plus icon, then you can create a scene. Let's create it. Yeah, so to create a scene, actually let's not do with this thing. Yeah, let's close it first of all. Let's make the standard way that we go to the scenes menu here. Let's click in the scenes menu, and then let's click on the new scene. Okay, let's click on it, and now we have made a new scene. So it's an empty scene right now. Yeah, and now let's click in the plus icon then. Yeah, so let's click in this plus icon to add some nodes to our scene. So let's click here, and we have got different types of nodes inside here. So let's first of all search for a specific node called CHARACTER, character body 2D, this scene. Yeah, so we are going to introduce a character in our game. So let's click this guy, the character body 2D, and create a scene. So we have got a node in our scene. So that's the node type is character body 2D. First of all, let's rename this guy. So if you click in here, you can rename it. Let me just call it a PLAYER, player. So this is the player, and let's just save our scene as well. Yeah, so to save the scene, you can just simply press Ctrl S. Yeah, let me just press Ctrl S, and we have this type of window open here, and we can save our scene. So remember that the scene file has .tscn extension. Yeah, okay, and we are going to save our scene inside a folder called scenes. So let's double click in this scenes folder, and now the file name of our scene, current scene, will be player.tsn. So let's just save it, and our scene has been saved. Yeah, and if you look at inside the scenes folder, then you can see something like this, player.tsn. So this is our player scene we have just created, and we are right now in the 2D space here. So we can see the player scene inside here, and right now we have nothing. So let's add something in our player scene. So this is called the root node. The first node that we create in the scene is called the root node, and let's click in this player node, and then let's right click it and then add another scene. So let's click on add child node, click on it, and first of all let's search for sprite 2D. Okay, so this one, let's click on create, and we have created a sprite 2D node. That's the child of the player node, and let's add something to our sprite 2D. So we are going to make a game called GDScript, and for that we need to add some textures to our player, or an image to a player. So to add image to a player, to give an image or a shape to a player, we have added a node called sprite 2D, where we can paste our image or a texture. So for that we need to get our image or the texture for the player. So let's get the texture from the folder first. Yeah, we have to get our asset or that texture inside our assets folder. So let me show you where my player image or the asset is for the texture. So right now I am in my folder where I have got lots of images or sprite images. So let me choose one of the sprite, this one. Yeah, I'll choose this one for my player and I will also add you add a description link in the description that will provide you all these assets for free. These all assets are actually free, and you can also download the zip folder from that site and get all the assets like this. So let me drag this guy, this image inside my Godot folder, Godot project, and then drag it inside the assets folder like this. And look, our assets, we can open our assets folder now, and here is our image or the sprite image. So let's add this to our player node. So let's click on the sprite 2D. This is where we can paste our image or the texture. So to add the image to this sprite 2D texture, we just have to, okay, first of all let me show you this panel. So this is another panel that we will be using a lot in Godot. So right now we are in the inspector tab, and there is something called node tab and history tab as well. First of all, you must click on the inspector tab, yeah, and there you can see a different types of properties. For sprite 2D we have texture property and offset, animation, region, different properties can be seen. Right now we are going to drag this image inside this texture property. Right now it is empty, yeah. So let's drag this player blue frame image inside the texture property like this, and that's it. So if you look at in your 2D scene, if your tab is active in something else, you cannot see anything. So make sure you click on this 2D tab, and if you have added your player blue frame or whatever texture you have inside this texture, then you can see your player, yeah. And this is the player for our game, and it's just an image, and we have added our player. Now let's add something called collision shape 2D for our player. So we need to add this collision shape 2D to be able to interact with the game environment. First of all, let's add that one also. So let's click in the player, and then right click, and then click on add child node, and after that we search for collision shape 2D, yeah. So let's click in here, and we have added the another collision shape 2D. And next, just click on the collision shape 2D, and then get back to this inspector panel here for the collision shape 2D, and there is something called the property called shapes. So we are going to add shape to our collision player. Let's add our collision shape. We can just click on this empty space here, and then we add, for now we are just going to add a circular shape to our collision shape. So we can just click on this new circular shape like this, and then let's zoom in a little bit here, and you can see a small circle here, yeah. So let's increase this circle by clicking in this red dot and dragging it out like this. Okay, I think our collision shape is done for now, yeah. So this is the collision shape for our player sprite, and if something collides with this circle actually, then it will record a collision. So for getting the environment, interacting with environment in game, we actually need a collision shape for every characters, whether it's enemy or player, to be added, and that's it. So right now we have a circular shape, even though it is a different shape like a triangle, For now, for simplicity, let's just add a circular shape. So if something comes from somewhere else and hit this circle, and our player will be hit because it has a circular collision. Okay, and that's it. So that's our player, and is the sprite of the player, the image sprite 2D, and then there is something called collision shape 2D that's actually needed to interact with the environment of the game. And now let's try. It's time to move our player. So to move our player, we have to add some codes to it. So to add some codes, just click in the player node here, yeah, and then click in this small icon. So that looks like a paper and green plus. So click here, and we get this window here, small window, and that says player.gd. yeah, so we are going to add some script to our player scene. So first of all, let's modify our path. Right now we are saving it in scenes folder, but this is the script, yeah, so we have to change the folder. So let's go to the path here, and in here click on the folder icon, and we recently have two folders. Let's click in the script folder. Yeah, if you can't see the script folder here, you can go from here also. Yeah, we are right now in the scenes folder, and if we get rid of this scenes folder, then we can see all our folders in the resource folder: assets, scenes, and scripts. So let's click on the scripts folder, and we have opened the scripts folder, and let's save our script. The script name will be player.gd, and click on open, and then click on create, and we arrive at this place. And if you look at in the top here, we are in the scripts tab right now. Yeah, and this is the script of our player. It has already been written. Yeah, by default for character 2D sprite, we get this script. For now, this code is made for the platformer game, so we need to modify this code a little bit only. So we don't need a jump velocity right now, so we can delete it like this. Yeah, we might need speed. Next, we also do not need these two codes for jumping. Yeah, it says handle jump. We don't want our ship to jump, so let's get rid of these codes also. And next, this code also, here you can see in the hashtag add the gravity. So we don't want to add the gravity in this space, so let me just delete these lines also, and we are left with these few lines here. So the first line is called where we have created a direction. Yeah, so and direction, we have made a direction variable here, and we have assigned something here. Yeah, input.get axis UI left and UI right. So what does this do is it records whether we have pressed a left key or the right key, so to move the object. Yeah, and based on that, we give the value to the directions, and if we have got some direction, then it will move to a left or right side. And we have added a speed as well. So if you want to make it move faster, you might need to add more values. Yeah, right now the value of the speed is 300, and based on that speed it will move. Yeah, so we want our character or the player to move in all directions, left, right, up and down. So let's modify this code a little bit only. So right now it just moves for left and right only. So let me show you if it moves or not. Yeah, so let's just click on Control S to save our code. Yeah, So this is the script. This script has been saved right now, and for now let's not click on this icon. So this is a play icon and it will run the main scene. So we haven't created a main scene, so let's not click on this. So we are going to just run this scene, player scene. So to run the current scene that you are working on, you click in this place, okay, this icon. Let me click it, and yeah, and you might be looking here at this place, but your player is actually at this corner. Yeah, so, and if I click on the left side, then you can see it moving left and right, and we cannot get it down right now. So let's make the code for that also. So let me just stop it for now. Yeah, okay, and let's modify our code. So this is the scene for moving left and right, and to move to up and down, let's create another variable called direct direction underscore y. Okay, and we just copy the same code here. Let's copy up to this place, copy it and paste it, and instead of UI left, we just write here UI up. Okay, and instead of UI right, we just write here UI DOW and down. Yeah, that's it. And then we have done it for moving to left and right. So let's move up and down. For that, let's just copy this code also, copy it and paste it downwards here, and let's move up and down. For up and down, we have saved our variable in direction y, direction underscore y. For that, direction underscore y. So if we have got something in direction underscore y, then we change the velocity. So we have two types of velocity, if you guys know or not. So there is the x velocity and there is y velocity. So x velocity moves the player in the horizontal direction, and y velocity will move the player in the vertical direction. So let's change the velocity.x to velocity.y, and direction to direction underscore y. So we have created a new variable called direction underscore y. And next, in the else also do the same thing. Instead of velocity x, you put velocity y, and in here move towards direction, you just put velocity dot y, and that's it. And I think we are done here. And the last thing here is something called move and slide. So this code actually moves your player. You don't have to worry about this code right now. Yeah, it's already made in the Godot, and you don't have to worry about this. So this will help you to move the player actually. Control save, and let's run our scene again. So to run the scene, you go here and click here, and you see your player in this corner right now. And if I click in the left or the right, it will come in the right. And then let's press downwards, and you can see here character moving like this. Yeah, up, down, left, right, and that's it. So let me stop the script or the scene, and that's it, guys. This was the tutorial for creating a scene in your game and making your player move. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and I will see you in the next video.